Beat it up.
What up, y'all? We are fresh, chill, will, fresh, baby, fresh. I'm actually Monster Man Rocco, the host of this beautiful show, Monsta Mondayz. My co-host,
Starang won the main gun. I'm with my favorite DJ, y'all.
DJ Rek, what's happening with it? What's going on, y'all?
How y'all doing, bro?
This is the Monsta Mondayz Podcast.
Monsta Mondayz. We gotta sample that shit. We gotta sample that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta turn it into something.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? So how my brothers doing today?
Doing great, man.
Good.
We like to say what's up to the peoples out there. You could be anywhere in the world, but you here with us. You know what I mean? We got a halfway decent show for you today. Nah, it's way more than halfway. We don't do nothing. We try our best not to do nothing half-ass. And we want, with that being said, we want to talk about, well, I want to talk about, hopefully my brothers want to talk about with me, a very not half-ass album. Very, very not half-ass. I want to say that
that I've been actually kind of promoting here and there in between the segments and stuff before today, but I'm not gonna say nothing about that. So.
You know what? I'm gonna just jump out the window and say this album ain't half-ass. It ain't full ass either. Ain't no ass about this album. This shit is hard. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we listen to, a lot of people been putting out albums and, salute to them, but they wasn't the type of shits that resonate with the, with my, the home in me. You know what I mean? The album that I'm referring to, ladies and gentlemen, is Nas King's Disease 2.
Yeah.
Let's give this shit a round of applause.
Very much so.
This shit banging.
Nice, man.
This shit banging. Be like, and not to say, like I said, not to shit on nothing else, but like, after listening to the Drake album and the Kanye album, you know what I'm saying? Like those zones was very specific zones. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake album, Drake was singing to me. I don't particularly like no man singing to me. You understand what I'm saying? Salute to him, no. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him, no. But
hilarious.
He was talking more to the ladies a lot and to Kanye. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a lady or Kanye, so it wasn't really. I couldn't
leave you out the argument, huh?
Right. I couldn't really internalize that as much, but it was dope. Again, the Kanye album was dope as well. Like I like the cinematic feel of it all, but it was a lot of churchy. I hate to say what everybody said, but it was very churchy, and I'm not no churchy nigga. This Nas album, this shit right here.
Yeah.
This shit right here, this felt like hometown. This resonated with me from the intro of the album, from the first bars. It was like, it was hard bars. It was over, it was that Nas shit that we all love, basically.
Yeah, definitely. If you comparing the Nas album to those two albums, Nas album completely kills them.
It's not like I'm comparing it. It's not like
I know, but I mean, we can compare them because they're different, but they're all hip hop that's going on right now, currently. You know what I'm saying? Like all albums that released recently, and Nas album just smokes them. I mean, Hit Boy's production on the joint too sound like multiple different people producing the records. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like they stretch from like real boom bap hip hop records all the way to like bounce records, which you don't really ever hear Nas rapping on. So that was just wild.
Could it be that it's multiple producers on the record? I mean, not to say that, but I know a lot of dudes like, a lot of big name producers, they got a team of niggas, and some of these niggas make beats, and some of these niggas just play instruments or whatever, and they add on to the shit. Like I seen a lot of people work like that over the years and shit.
A couple of my homies actually worked with Hit Boy and did co-production on Nas's last project, so I'm sure that he still does that same thing, like rocks with them or whatever. And he definitely has a team, but he's talented all by himself too, though. So.
Yeah, niggas that have a nigga come in there just to ring a cowbell. What's the triangle shit? Nigga will have a nigga come in, and you'll be like, why can't anybody do that? It's just no, nigga. Anybody can't just do that, nigga. You think you know how to make music on a triangle or a fucking cowbell, nigga? No, that's that. No.
I be saying it all the time. Like, I know exactly where I am musically or whatever, right? And I know exactly where somebody else is or whatever. If I think somebody else can play these piano parts better, I'll be like, hey, man, come through here and play this little part or whatever. I have somebody else get in quick. So I know it's probably the same kind of thing. You feed off of other people's energy. Like my dude Hayes Banger and Eric Choice produced a lot of records with Hit Boy over the years. So, like, yeah. But anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That album is crazy.
Yeah, let's get into it. What's the name of the first joint? I don't remember the titles. I'm sorry, people. I could be sitting here reading it, but I'm not. But that's what I got DJ motherfucking Rek for. What's the first song on the jump off?
The first song is called The Pressure. But wait a minute. Maybe we should... What are your favorite joints off the project? Do you have any favorites already?
It's hard because I don't remember all of it. I didn't listen to it over and over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
one of my favorite joints is the joint with Eminem and EPMD, and not just for the song. It's just like a collab I always wanted to hear. That's all. I always wanted to hear EPMD with Nas. I always wanted to hear EPMD with Nas, and I always wanted to hear Nas and Eminem on track. Not all together, because I didn't think that would work, but it actually works.
But it actually worked. Yeah, that song's called EPMD.
Yeah, I would have never saw Eminem and EPMD on the same song either. Or I would have never saw.
That's my point. Right. I always wanted to hear Nas and EPMD on the song, and I always wanted to hear Nas and Eminem on the song, but not with EPMD. I would never thought that would work if I didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But it actually works, you know.
And then
that's definitely a banger.
And then it's hard too. You know how I like pause. Right. You know how I like hard music, right? Like that shit. That shit. You know.
Hey. All right, buddy. You're walking a thin line.
Strike one, buddy.
Nigga, I said music, right? Anyway.
Yeah, you said pause, and then you said something right after pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know I like it hard and shit. Like, come on now.
No, I didn't say that. You said that. What I said was, I was like, and it's hard. Then I said pause. You know I like hard music. Like, my name is
all right. I ain't hear the music. I ain't hear the music part over there.
That's your Wi-Fi. Blame your Wi-Fi. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, right? But like, you know,
I ain't hear the music. Oh, I heard. You know, I like hard, and I thought you said hard shit, hard something else. I don't know. But I didn't hear the music.
Like, don't trust first impressions to spotty Wi-Fi. Y'all seen that commercial right there? Had showing up at the dinner in the costume and shit. Niggas got on 3 pieces and shit. No, but
hilarious.
I like aggressive content when it comes to hip hop. You know, the beat is aggressive. All it on that joint right there. You know what I mean? That's definitely one of my favorites. But even I can't remember the title. I can't remember the name of the first joint on the album. But I remember
the first joint is called The Pressure.
All right. When that shit first came on, that shit felt like
cinematic.
It was like it was beautiful. Like it was just such a shift from the last shit that I was listening to. It felt like it felt like the morning. You know, the good, like you wake up and you feel like it's a good ass morning and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was the beat had a certain amount of breeze to it. It's kind of cold. You know what I mean? And he just
I don't think that track didn't have any drums. I don't think. I think that's one of the record is just him rapping over like a melodic type of vibe or whatever with no drums.
It should feel like a cool sprinkle of water, but still hardcore.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One of my favorite joints on the joint is the YKTV joint with A Boogie. I like that joint dope. Because on like out here on the West, for sure that would be a record that they would play in the club. You know what I'm saying? Like guaranteed club banger. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was playing it in the car, I played that joint over and over and over again. I'm listening to the whole album, but then when I got to that one, I got basically stuck. It just kept rewinding that joint. You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom end is banging. You know what I'm saying? Like that joint is crazy.
The bottom end is banging.
Death Row East is another one, and that's because it's based on a true story. So I like that too because of that.
That was dope.
I like true stories
about that.
Yeah, me too. Or what else? I like the fact that some was.
Let me say also that I didn't like. Well, I ain't gonna say I ain't like. I wasn't really fucking with King Disease 1. Man. There was like 3 or 4 songs on it for me, and that was it. Either. So the fact that I like this joint, King Disease 2, is like that shit is crazy. How from one joint to the other is just a total difference.
I like a few of those joints though.
No, I like that 4 joints on
Ultra Black.
Ultra Black
was bomb. That was my favorite record off of that King Disease 1. Ultra Black. And the record that he had with Don Toliver and Big Sean. That record was crazy. Mm-hmm. My boys produced that record with Hit Boy.
I love the fact that Nas is, that he's fucking with the different
new
flows.
sound.
You know what I'm saying? The double time flows and all of that shit. I'm not even sure what you really call it, but the faster rapid fire shit. And not only is he doing it, he's speaking about, the fact of, he's putting it in perspective. Like, nigga, stop trying to put niggas in a box. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of, this is the type of shit that resonate with me also, because I say shit like this all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I rap on double time shit. Like, I'm putting out an album with Ron Browse. Ron Browse will be singing some of his auto-tune shit on it. Yeah. Some people gonna be mad, but I'm gonna be like, fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? Because ain't no box. And Nas, he was speaking to that right there, and I appreciate him. Good looking out for that.
One of my favorite things about the whole project in general, well, both of those projects, the King Disease 1 and 2, is that he finally got with a producer to craft the sound around him. Because I always thought that like Nas's albums they always had like some good excluding Illmatic. I thought all of them had like a few good records, but then they were missing some or whatever with a couple of the other songs or whatever. Like he was picking bad beats. You know what I'm saying? His lyrics was dope, but the beats wasn't really all that dope. But these 2 projects is the first ones where basically all the production sounded like on a higher quality of production. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they sound like they were made for him.
You feel like that about Illmatic. The way you feel about Illmatic is
that's what I'm saying.
I feel about It Was Written. I feel like It Was Written was his best album. And that production was dope.
Yeah. It Was Written was a dope. It Was Written was a dope album too, though. So
production wise, though, because you just talking about production, right?
Yeah.
So production wise, I think that shit was dope too. It Was Written.
Yeah, but you know what though?
That track masters, you had Dre on that.
I feel like I never had a problem with Nas beats. I feel like somebody said that Nas had picked whack beats, and that story just caught legs. And now
I believe the same exact thing. Because there was only a few records that I really liked. Yeah, because there was only a few records that I really liked off of all the rest of the projects besides literally those 2. Illmatic and It Was Written are my favorite 2 Nas albums or whatever. And then everything else, I kind of don't even remember the names of the albums. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I picked certain songs or whatever that I liked.
I know why. It's because Nas is he's like an in-between dude. He's like a mainstream dude, but he still want to give you the boom bap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People who sell million records not supposed to be doing the boom bap. but Nas want to still do it. But he still want to get the mainstream where he want to get them too.
Right.
So it's like, you know what I mean? When you in the middle like that, you end up picking, your album sound kind of weird. You end up picking different type of beats, man.
Thank you for listening to Monsta Mondayz Podcast. Please join us every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. West Coast time and 11 to 1 a.m. East Coast time. Every single Monday, Monsta Monday on the Dash app. Also, check out these awesome shows from the rest of our podcasting family. Funny Farm, East New York Radio, All Elements Mix Show, the Star Power Collective, La Cosa Nostra Radio, 5150 Mix Show, Block News Live, Vinyl Coffee Mix Show, and Hidden Gems. Check them all out under the Delicious Vinyl radio station.